Hey guys, it's good to see you again. I thought I'd just give you all a quick update about what's been going on for the past 7 months with me and my health. Everything's fine, nothing has gone wrong, but I just kind of left everyone hanging. I was trying to get off pain meds, so I did get off the pain meds shortly after Halloween. I swapped the pain meds out for candy, and then I got off the sugar. So it was a pretty easy swap. Luckily, I didn't have too high of a dose anyway to start with. So what have I been doing since then? For the first little bit there, I couldn't be very active, so I had to keep myself busy. So I have a PowerPoint to show you. Check this out. So around Thanksgiving, I finally got my hands on a 3D printer. They were on sale at Micro Center. Shout out to Micro Center. And I finally bought myself one. I'd been wanting one for quite some time and finally pulled the trigger. Shout out to Zach for helping me set it up, configure it, and teach me, the beginning ropes, so to speak. It was a lot of fun. Then I had to learn how to model a little bit, and 3D modeling's pretty easy if you're trying to do shapes that don't mean anything and there's no scale to them, but when you try and fit 3D something in the model in 3D into the real world, it gets real hard. Shout out to my friend Bill for very patiently teaching me how to model some stuff. I really appreciate it. This was a bike bell adapter I printed for my bike handlebars, and there it is in real life on the bike. Very nice. I started doing some home automation and circuitry. Shout out to the DigiBlur DIY YouTube and Discord community. I was working on some home automation projects trying to create a smart washer and dryer so that my washer and dryer would text me and Alexa would announce when they're finished. So there's some circuitry I built for that. Here's me testing the circuitry. You can see I got this little board hanging down here, and what it's doing is one circuit is going to monitor the dun light on the washer, and every time its little eye watches the dun light, it'll text me, and then another thing watches the dryer power. And here's like the sensor reading the dryer power, so it knows whether it's on or off, depending on the amperage going into the dryer. And here's what that looks like over a normal drying cycle. It turns on, it dries, and then the Home Assistant, which is the automation platform I've chosen to go with, just watches this number, and whenever it drops below a certain amperage, over here, it'll run an automation and sends me a text. My watch goes off, and an Alexa in my house says the dryer is finished. So this was another 3D model I was trying to do. This is the mount for the eye that watches the dun light on the dryer, on the washer. It's pretty hard to do. I had like 3 or 4 failed prints before I arrived at this model, and there it is in real life. That slit at the bottom there is, I inserted a magnet and glued the magnet in there, and it helps it stick onto the washer. It holds it in position. There you can see, sorry for my messy hot glue, but that little light, it's not a light, actually it's like a reverse LED, and so whenever light hits this thing, it sends a current down the wire. And so that's hooked up to that circuit board, and it's just letting me know that the dryer's or the washer is finished. It was a great project to learn a lot about some coding, 3D modeling, Home Assistant. I never messed with any of that stuff, and some circuitry stuff. Once again, shout out to the DigiBlur DIY people. They were a lot of help. I started learning about HVAC stuff because it's mostly academic, but I think it's fascinating that we're using physics to move heat around, particularly for refrigeration circuits. So here I'm just working on some of that, just for mostly academic. Like, I don't think I'm changing careers or anything, but it's just for fun. Got some sailing in around New Year's. I started going back to PT. I started going to PT and kept with it, kept up in the gym. It let me get a little more active. So this was sailing a couple months back, and shout out to Uncle Nick and the family. It was a great time. And then the best update is that back to biking. So this was me and my friend Cameron at one of our friends Zach's wedding in California. They had a bike ride event, and that was I really felt good about getting back to bike at this, because it was a really cool event, really cool biking, really cool people. And you can tell just how excited I am to have done this bike ride. So it's great to be back biking. It's great to be back active. We'll stop the PowerPoint here. So like I was saying, it's really great to be back active, really great to be back riding the bike again. I'm sticking with the PT, I'm sticking with the gym, doing exercises, getting everything stronger and stronger. I feel almost 100%, maybe even a little bit better than I did before the accident. It's hard to, it's been so long I can't really remember what that was like. But in my head, you know, it's stronger than it ever has been, this thing in my chest. And so I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful to have gone through this whole thing. And I'm very grateful for all the support from the family members I stayed with. Shout out Mike, to my parents, to my family, friends, everyone that supported me during this. It's been wonderful. And I really appreciate it. So anyway, that's it. Everything's good. I'm turning 38 today. And this is my lunch hour. And so after work today, I hope to get on my bike and ride 38 miles if I can manage. So super excited for that, super stoked to ride. And thank you all. Probably won't have any more updates like this. Everything's pretty much back to normal. So I hope you're doing well and healthy and happy. Thank you.